uneducated race traders, and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another intellectual beatdown of the vacuous old fart grunts. In this video, I'm not going to get into stand your ground laws in depth this time, but his I Am Trayvon Martin by Old Fart Rants video. One thing Old Fart airs on, and let's play a clip from that, from No Reference Rants. Old Fart Rants. I'll play a clip from his video, the audio of it, where he tries to blame stand your ground laws. Take it away, Old Fart Grunts.
And he shot Trayvon to death. But because of Florida's so-called stand your ground law, Zimmerman claimed self-defense, and he was not arrested, and police allowed him to leave the scene with his gun and all the physical evidence cops would normally confiscate at any other murder scene. Under this law, all you have to do is say that you were threatened or defending yourself, and you walk away scot-free. If you're white, that is. On the recording of the 911 call by Mr. Zimmerman, you can hear clearly the 911 operator ask him if he was following Trayvon, and when he says yes, the operator tells him not to, and he says okay.
I don't think Old Fart Rants understands stand your ground laws. Well, first of all, it should be mentioned that Zimmerman, this wasn't even part of the defense at his trial. They waived a stand your ground hearing. It wasn't even a factor. So, again, you should probably wait for the smoke to clear on stuff. He says in his video that he didn't want to do a response to this. But somebody poked him and he got upset. Well, you were going to do a response on it all the time because you regurgitate what the progressive media belches forth. They vomit it forth, you lap it up, and you regurgitate it everywhere else. So, yeah, you were going to do a video on it anyway. Stand your ground. It's not like Zimmerman walked up to cops. Oh, yeah, stand your ground law, that's why I shot him, let me go. And they said, oh, okay. The state didn't think they had the evidence at the time, but due to race traders in the area like you, but not you, they turned this into a national media circus. And as I've said before, every time there's an instance of black-on-black crime in Chicago or Los Angeles or some other inner-city dump, why don't we have a national media circus over that? Oh, that's right, because it would be 24/7. So, stand your ground didn't figure into Zimmerman's trial. Apparently you didn't know that. No Reference Rants. I'm surprised. Another thing No Reference Rants mentioned was he repeated the clip where Zimmerman allegedly said effing coons. He allegedly made a racial slur towards Trayvon. And I've got all the links below this video. You can check out when you listen to the enhanced, and CNN did this as well. When you listen to the enhanced version of that sentence, it does not sound like a racial slur. It sounds like he said effing cold. So now Old Fart, he's going to pound the table. Oh yeah, he said it. He's a racist. Whatever, dude. You can go ahead and beat the drum and be on 24/7 and do 15 more videos about it. I don't care. But I don't think he said effing coon. Another thing that Old Fart, and why didn't you play the clip or the video or the audio where the 911 operator asked Zimmerman what the ethnic background was of the person he was following? Yes, he will regurgitate and repeat constantly that Zimmerman wasn't supposed to follow him. Zimmerman wasn't supposed to follow him. The 911 operator said don't follow him. That's true, but doesn't make him a murderer. Yes, that was stupid. Zimmerman shouldn't have followed him. But why didn't you play the part where the operator asked Zimmerman the person's race? And NBC did this as well. They put up a series of phone calls he'd sent to 911 months and months before, and playing the parts where they'd ask Zimmerman, what's the ethnic background of this person that looks suspicious? Blah, blah, blah. So you did that on purpose. Most of the time you're just ignorant. You did that one on purpose. So Zimmerman did not say effing coon. He didn't say, oh, this guy looks black out of the blue. He didn't say it. The 911 operator asked him. And lastly, folks, see the playlist I have on gun control and the anti-Second Amendment kooks. I even have a video on there from Cato talking about stand your ground laws. May get into that some other time, but in closing, here's some stats for Old Fart Rants that will probably make him a little mad. He doesn't go over this in his videos, but some FBI statistics that a lot of people don't know, and they just get mad about it and pound the table and throw a fit. I will also add this. I think if we ended the war on drugs, that would end a lot of violent crime that is connected to gang activity, and those gangs are funneling drugs. I'm not going to hazard a guess on how much, but I do honestly think the violent crime rate across all ethnic groups, and especially blacks, would decline if we ended the war on drugs. But the fact still remains that black-on-black crime is far more common in the United States, but Old Fart Rants doesn't talk about it. At least Juan Williams, who is an admitted progressive and Obama supporter, is talking about that, and was after the Zimmerman trial started. They're ignoring this black-on-black crime. They're ignoring the black out-of-wedlock birth rate. And they do it, well, they're ignorant, and they have an agenda. So look at those stats. Have a nice day, and don't thank me now.
It's a conspiracy, you see? It's a dadgum conspiracy.
Sanford Police Department. Line's being recorded. Sean.
Hey, we've had some break-ins in my neighborhood, and there's a real suspicious guy. It's Retrieve View Circle. The best address I can give you is 111 Retrieve View Circle. This guy looks like he's up to no good, or he's on drugs or something. It's raining, and he's just walking around looking about.
Okay, and this guy, is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He looks black.
Did you see what he was wearing? Okay, and this guy, is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He looks black.
Okay, and this guy, is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He looks black.
Okay, and this guy, is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He looks black.
Okay, and this guy, is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He looks black.